What's up, guys? I just wanted to say sorry to begin with for taking so long with my Q&A video. Now, the main reason is because I changed my microphone. I'm now using a blue Yeti instead of a blue Snowball, so hopefully you guys can tell a difference and it was worthwhile. The main reason I did that was just because the main part of my videos is my voice, and if that can be improved, which it could have been to give it a more rich tone, then I thought that it was worthwhile investing in a Yeti. So hopefully you guys, like I say, can tell a difference and it was worthwhile. But anyway, into the Q&A. And I'm going to try and cover each question as quickly as I can because I have a big tendency to ramble on like I am doing now. So the first question that I'm going to read off is by Ride That Piggy. Now basically he has asked me, along with about 3 of you guys as well, I think about 3 others of you guys asked me what my favorite game was. You didn't say is, so I'm assuming you want to know what my favorite game of all time was, is, whatever. And the simple answer to that is Halo 3. Now that's not from a critical point of view. I'm not doing the whole critic review of, oh my god, the single player was amazing, Master Chief is idle, or anything like that. I'm basically just saying from a nostalgic point of view, that is by far the best game to me personally. That was the game that had the biggest impact on me out of any game ever. It was literally my life from the ages of about 10 to 13, or maybe 10 to 12. 13 might be pushing it ever so slightly. And there is a long story behind that, but I'm going to try, like I say, and keep every answer short. So the short answer is Halo 3. The main reason because me and my best friend at the time used to play it so often that it became the normal, and it sort of feels like when I think back to it, it feels as though I was actually Master Chief playing or in Halo. It had such a profound impact on me as a person. I mean, obviously it didn't change the way I do things or anything like that, but it was just a great game and I really enjoyed it. I'm having a lot of fun playing Destiny as well. Again, a game by Bungie, which was the main reason I got Destiny and was so excited for it. I was so hyped for Destiny and I'm pretty pleased with the way it's turned out, I must admit. So hopefully that answers that question. My favorite game was that. If you guys would like the long story, then I can always leave that in a comment in reply to any of you who would like to know. Now the next thing I'm reading is by Majestic Madness, and that was I expecting 30,000 views on one video, and am I amazed I jumped 700 subs in 3 weeks? Now the short answer again is of course I'm absolutely astounded by the fact that I got 30,000 views in one video, and I've only been doing this for about a month and a half. I was blown away. It's now at 51,000. And I just can't believe it. It keeps on rising. I just hope that people watching that video, including you guys, enjoy it and that it helps you guys. That is my personal favorite farming trap. That is easily by far the best one in my personal opinion. And I'm so glad that that video reciprocates how much I like that area. And of course, I'm extremely amazed that I got 700 subs in 3 weeks. That was incredible. Because I used to do YouTube on an older channel. I think I managed to get 200 subscribers on that, but that was back in 2008. This channel was also made in 2008, but wasn't the one I used, and I just couldn't be bothered making a new one. I just changed the name and all that sort of thing, which is why my channel URL is weird. I can't change it for some reason, but I guess I'm just going to stick with that, because again, this whole nostalgic sort of thing, it's just a nice thing to have there, and I guess that explains that as well for any of you wondering why my custom URL is different to the one I have now. But yeah, the short answer is I'm amazed that I managed to get that amount of growth in such a small amount of time, and it's all thanks to you guys. I owe it all to you. You are all awesome. The next one that I'm reading is gaming setup. Now, Pixel Gaming and anyone else who wants me to do a gaming setup, I'm not going to do one of them just yet. I'm going to wait and see whether anybody else would like me to do one, and maybe keep it for the 2,000 subscriber special. I think that might be a good idea, maybe 2.5k or 2k, whatever. When we hit that, I will bring out a gaming setup video. I mean, I don't have the greatest gaming setup in the world, I never claimed to, but it's not bad, I must admit. There'll be some of you who don't like it because of the size of my TV. I've got a 42-inch Sony Bravia W6, I think it is, TV that I got pretty recently, so some of you might not like that because I know a lot of gamers tend to like 27-inch TVs as sort of the norm. But anyway, I mean, I personally really like my gaming setup, and I'd love to share it with you guys in the future. Now the next question, I've got 2 questions here from Moose50. The first one is, are you going to start streaming on Twitch? Now the answer to that is yes, I am, but just not yet. I'm going to keep that for a little bit until, again, maybe until I hit 2,000 subscribers or something like that, and then I'll start doing live streams, because at the end of the day, it will be so embarrassing if I decided to do a live stream and there was no one watching it. So I just want to sort of play it safe a little bit with that respect and just wait ever so slightly longer. Now, the next question is what hobbies I have outside of YouTube. Now, my main hobby is gaming. I must admit, that's why I started YouTube in the first place. I guess I love photography as well. I'm a photography student, like I mentioned. So taking photos, editing photos, I personally find it really therapeutic. A bit like I do with video games and editing videos on YouTube and doing videos, talking into my little mic at the minute, or pretty big mic, I must admit, at the minute. I just find that pretty therapeutic as well. It's just really, really nice and what I find really enjoyable. Other than that, I guess I used to really like biking, although I started going off that a little bit just when I started focusing on college work and so on. And to be honest, I'm just too busy to have many hobbies. I'm either too busy with my girlfriend, too busy doing YouTube, or too busy with college work. So I guess in that respect, I'm kind of boring as fuck when it comes to hobbies because I don't actually have too many. Now, Pete Dantic, I think that's your name. I apologize if I said that wrong. But anyway, thank you so much for the congratulations. And you've given me 3 Destiny-based questions. So the first one where I personally farm, I answered earlier on, and that was at the Loot Cave 2.1. My favorite part of Destiny is the MMO sort of thing. I know it's not massively multiplayer online, like stress the massively part, but I mean, it's probably the biggest multiplayer game I've played personally because like the consoles are kind of new to this whole MMO sort of thing. And I love the RPG side of things. I mean, there's a couple of things they could improve. I personally don't like the RNG side of the game. I would like to be rewarded, a bit like in Borderlands. Speaking of Borderlands, guys, I'm getting Borderlands the pre-sequel, and that is going to be the next game that I'm going to be covering, so I really hope you guys are looking forward to that. I'm fucking so excited. Honestly, I'm so excited to play that game, and hopefully I'll have a lot of tips and tricks on that, as well as Destiny. I'll be keeping Destiny a constant for those of you who are just interested in Destiny, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I think Bungie, like my personal opinion, I just don't like the RNG side of thing. Like, I was playing the Iron Banner. I don't know whether I'm going to use that as the background gameplay for this, but I was playing the Iron Banner. I got a 3.29 KD, I think it was, and I got nothing, and yet more or less everyone else in the team got a bunch of rare items. I just don't think that that is particularly fair, I guess. I mean, I don't know, it's just my personal opinion. But yeah, I don't think they should really improve too much. I like the game as it is, if I'm honest. Now, the next question is by NDN Pone. Now, you've asked it for me to do a Q&A with a face cam. Now, I'm going to save my face cam for, like, maybe around 2.5 subs again. I mean, I could probably introduce that with my gaming setup video. I just don't really want to introduce it at the minute. In fact, what I'd previously planned is to do a sort of, like, Christmas holiday video based around, like, Happy Christmas and so on with my face in it. I think that'd be a great way to sort of introduce myself that little extra bit. So I apologize for not doing a Q&A with a face cam. I'll definitely bear in mind that you would like to see me with a face cam in the future. Now, why I started YouTube was mainly because of my future career, and I think that links into a question by I Am Ninja. Now, he asked me what my dream job besides YouTube is. Now, my dream job is either like sort of like a professional photographer, someone who succeeded in photography, or a photojournalist or broadcast journalist. Now, the main reason I started YouTube was to get some experience in broadcast. Quite simply, I never expected to grow as quickly as what I have. It was just to sort of get a feel for using a microphone, talking to people in general, and a lot of people. I mean, I've done that. I was not expecting to speak to as many people as I have. I think at the minute, my videos all round have had 110,000 views or something along those lines. I mean, and that is insane for a month and maybe more or less 2 months. It's nearly 2 months, maybe a month and 3 weeks now of YouTube. I mean, I'm just mind blown at how my channel has grown so quickly, and I just hope it continues to, and we stick as this really tight community and get even better and bigger and so on. Now, that is mainly the reason that I started YouTube, but I always wanted it to be a long-term thing, and I definitely want it to be a long-term thing now. And my dream job besides YouTube, I'm glad you worded it like that, because like if it was to be like a proper dream job, I'd love to be able to do YouTube more or less full-time for you guys, and just because it seems like something really, really fun. But besides YouTube, journalism is probably my main go-to. That is what I'm going to be studying at university when I attend there next year. Now, you also asked how old I am and where I'm from. Now, I'm 17 years old, and I'm from Northern England, to just put it quite plainly. And balancing school or college, I'm actually in college, and video games, At the minute, I'm probably more prioritizing video games and YouTube than schoolwork or college work, which is probably a bad thing to do, and I'll probably have to find a nice balance for that in the long run. But for now, just because this is so new, I just wanted to focus on bringing out as many videos as I can and making them the best possible quality that I possibly can make them. So guys, I think that is all the questions that you guys have asked, and I've answered them as quickly and best that I possibly can. So guys, thank you all so much for asking these questions. I was amazed at how many of you actually took the time and effort to actually ask me a question and comment and inevitably give me something to talk about in this video. And guys, I'm going to be concentrating a lot on YouTube in the future, and I promise that this is going to be long term, so you guys will not regret hitting that subscribe button whenever you did. So I'm going to end this video here, and like I say, thank you all so much once again, and I hope you will all stick around for the future, because we have so many big plans and so much we can do with this channel and with other games and so on in the future. I'll bring out an update video in the not so distant future, just telling you guys some thoughts I have for the future and getting some feedback on the types of games you guys would like to see me play, and the types of games you want me to cover, and the types of things you want me to do on those games, whether you want me to stick to tips and tricks, whether you want walkthroughs, playthroughs, and so on. And if you guys have any ideas at the minute of what you'd like to see, then feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to take that into account and reply to you guys as soon as I can. So thank you all for the third time, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day.